Stakes. Medal the leader from Monomore, but here comes Haradasun. The Fighting Harada, he's charging down the outside. He wanted to get in a bit on Monomore and medal at the 200-metre mark. He raced away. This might be another Elvis. Haradasun 5-6 lengths to Monomore. Then Tuffet. Medal can't go on from him, but this has one nice and easy. Haradasun.
Haradasun down the centre, snort back to the rail. Here's Sharkbite going after the leader, Churchill Downs. Haradasun with a Burnborough-like run. What a horse. Haradasun bursting on the scene. Takes the lead, and that's a mighty win. And Mashrawilla loves it.
It's up the button. They're racing in the Ryder Stakes. Mentality began well from the inside, so too did Cinquecento. Apache Cat has dropped behind them shortly after the start. Going to ride him off the speed in about fourth, and Joker's Wild goes up on the outside. So Joker's Wild takes over from Mentality. What will Beedman do from the inside there? He's going to pop off the rail. So it's Joker's Wild in front from Mentality coming up to its quarters, and then Cinquecento. Apache Cat goes up on the inside from Haradasun, back second last, and on the inside of it, Casino Prince. At the end of 500 metres, and Joker's Wild's rider drops the pace, and it's 3/4 in front of Mentality on the outside. Second facing the breeze, Apache Cat's in the box seat. He's third on the inside of Cinquecento, the only mare in the field. Casino Prince second last, and on the outside of it is Haradasun, about 5 off the lead. They haven't gone very fast, and Joker's Wild's in front by 3/4 on Mentality. Apache Cat is still locked away on the inside at the moment, and then came back in behind them. Cinquecento starting to edge up 3 wide. Haradasun will get on its back, and Casino Prince is following Apache Cat. They turn for home, and Joker's Wild just in front of Mentality. Oliver will need to weave some magic here, and Apache Cat, there's a run on the rail now. Then came Cinquecento and Casino Prince, but Beedman puts the foot down, and Mentality takes the lead from Joker's Wild. Apache Cat, here comes Haradasun right down the outside. Haradasun moves up and hits the lead in the rider. Haradasun takes over. He's drifting off the track, but he's got the money. Haradasun beat Mentality and Apache Cat, and then came in behind them Casino Prince from Cinquecento, and Joker's Wild was last in. Racing in the Doncaster, Aquador missed the start by a length, and Dan Zippo was the best into stride with Apache Cat and Mentality. Haradasun is going forward on the inside with Beauty Watch and Activation and Animato. Casino Prince settling behind them as about 5 horses vie for the lead. And then Flaming and Mentality out wide. Further back was High C in the Free Stater. 3 or 4 lengths to Misty Ubiquitous, Divine Madonna, Aquador, Swick, and last of all is Shinzig. It's Apache Cat putting his head in front now from Mentality, who presses on from a wide alley to go up outside the lead, but he's pulling hard. Haradasun slots into third, followed by Dan Zippo and Beauty Watch in the centre of that pair. And then came Flaming and Activation, 2 lengths to Casino Prince, the Free Stater. Further back was Animato and High C, 2 lengths to Misty Ubiquitous, and then came Divine Madonna. She's well back in the field with Swick and Aquador, and Shinzig is last of all. About 6:50 to go in the Doncaster. Apache Cat for Oliver leads by a neck. On the outside for Beedman is Mentality. And then came Dan Zippo and Haradasun right behind them, followed by Flaming and Beauty Watch. Activation's already under the stick. And then came Animato. Divine Madonna going up near the inside from the Free Stater. But Apache Cat kicked away as they turn for home. 400 to go. Led by 2 lengths on Mentality out in the centre of the track. Haradasun has tried to rally on the inside. He's coming after Apache Cat now. And Divine Madonna's going with them. Haradasun went through to hit the lead now from Apache Cat. Divine Madonna's the danger on the inside. Wider out is Aquador. Haradasun's drifting off the track from Mentality. Haradasun, the 3-year-old's in front. And Haradasun wins the Doncaster. Beat Mentality and Divine Madonna. And then came Aquador and Flaming, and further back was Apache Cat. And then we've got in behind them Mr. Ubiquitous, followed by Shinzig, and then Animato, Casino Prince and Dan Zippo. And then the Free Stater and Swick and Beauty Watch and High C. And Activation has run tailed off. Racing in the Queen Elizabeth. Jumping out quickly was Coalesce with Grand Zulu, Desert War showing speed. Dowding is drifting back shortly after the start, and then came Haradasun, just starting to work his way up steadily into 4th spot now, going past Spirit of Tara. And then came Confection, a Red Robert, Railings and Molotov back at the rear. Coalesce is in front, just making Desert War do a little bit of work here in the early stages. Coalesce holding him out, and Desert War stoking up on the outside to take the lead now. Grand Zulu drops behind them, and that leading trio are already about 6 or 7 lengths in front of Haradasun. 2 lengths to Doubting Spirit of Tara, Confection, a Red Robert, Railings, and last of all is Molotov. They're strung out over plenty of territory. So Desert War has had to do a little bit of work to get to the lead. He crosses onto the fence now at the 1200 metres. Coalesces right on his back second and Grand Zulu third. They're still about 6 or 7 lengths in front of the favourite Haradasun. Then came doubting a length away from Spirit of Tara, Red Robert, Confectioner, Molotov and Railings is last of all. So in this pattern they run. Still a strung out field and Desert War with Oliver starting to turn up the heat on the leader. Coalesce is still right on his back second, 3 lengths to Grand Zulu. They want to get moving shortly on these other ones. Haradasun still about 7 lengths away. He's got to take the field up and then came Spirit of Tara followed by Doubting Confectioner, Red Robert, Railings and Molotov on the inside. Desert War in front at the 600 metres. Oliver sitting down to ride him out now. Still a length and a half in front of Coalesce and Grand Zulu's under the whip. 3 lengths to Haradasun, steadily making headway. And then came Doubting, followed by Spirit of Tara, Molotov, and the others couldn't win. Around the home turn in the Queen Elizabeth, and Desert War is in front by about a length and a half on Coalesce. Now Haradasun, the 3-year-old, is taken to the centre of the track and is going after Desert War. Desert War's in front. Haradasun with every stride is coming after him. Can he wear down this old war horse, Desert War? Desert War's in front. Haradasun's running off the track. He's running out of ground and Desert War's going to lead all the way. He does it again, Desert War. Wins it from Haradasun. Photo third, Spirit of Tara or Grand Zulu from Coalesce. And then we've got Molotov, Doubting, Railings, Confectioner, and well back at the tail with them was Red Robert.